Hi guys, welcome to our third model which we have built. So if you remember, our problem was sports activity recognition from videos. We are doing this through CNN LSTM model, and here we are doing some more featuring of the data so that we get better results. So let's look in the model. Just to be clear with our input and output, I would like to once again go through it so that it's clear to you all. And here we have the input as our sports video database. Okay, so we are using UCF 101, and this we are making it into frames. So here we are making frames of 30 for each of these. So you can see the code and how we are doing it in the first model, and we have directly made the frames, and we have uploaded it into the drive, and we'll be using it directly from here, not getting into it again right now. So yeah, let's get started with that. So in the third model, the thing which we have added is the part 2. So that is the temporal featuring. We already had the spatial featuring which we had done in the first model. So let's just skim through it once, have a glance. So here we have done this, and what we did was do the shuffling part again for the CNN model, so that it gives better results. And so we are doing the shuffling here, and here we have the model which we have built. We have made some differences here. So initially the loss function was cross entropy, and with cross entropy we got good results of around 70% accuracy in our test data. Again, we also are currently trying it with the KLD loss function, and once we did this, after doing this we got the results, and we finally built the model one. Now our idea is, if you remember, in the CNN LSTM model we were extracting the features from here. So there are many methods in which we have extracted the features. One of the model was extracting from the dense layer, the first this layer of 200 features in the second last layer. Another thing which we tried is using the flattened layer over here. And another thing which we tried is using the available models and building upon them, like Inception, etc. So currently, the best accuracy we are getting through is the dense layer of the second model. So we extracted these features from here. So we are extracting the features, and we'll save them as test trained featured and test featured data. So this data is basically our model, the transformed data which has extracted features in them. And after that we are doing the temporal featuring. So all this provides is the spatial data, because CNN cannot work with the sequential data. So for this reason what we did was, we followed two methods. So we had two ideas. One thing was, we'll build another model here. So what this model does is, take a new data. So this new data which we are taking, this is the data where we have already made the sub classification of the activities. So this data set over here. So we have manually done this. Some of our other friends have done this. So we are using the manually classified data here for the classification. So for example, if we take the first one of our activity, that is long jump, we have labeled them as, some of the frames as the running part, and some of them as the jumping part. So we have done this manually, and we have made it into two separate sub activities for each of the three activities. So that's what we have done. So once we have taken this, then after that we build the model on that, and after that we are loading the weights over here. So this was the weights which were finally uh, found as the resultant weights. So we have 4 of them here. So the final subclassification of every photo or every frame of the video will be one of the 4. So what are these 4? So they are essentially the running, the long jump, the high jump, and the last one, that was the bowling. So that's what we have done. These are the sub activities. Now after this, what we did was we took our current data and and we predicted the sub activity class for every frame through this model which we have built. So once we did that, we got particular results over here. So each of these had one particular category of sub activity. So it might be jumping, it could be running, it could be bowling, anything. Remember, this is our sequence data. So what we did is this one column which had all the sub activity labels, we have taken it as our extra feature. This is our sequential feature. Another idea that we presented and we have tried it out is the k-means clustering. So here what we did is we'll take all the photos and instead of manually labeling them, we'll automatically label them using clusters. So we have used k-means clustering, which will basically do unsupervised learning and which will cluster similar photos. So in that way, the similar pictures or the similar activities will be clustered as one sub activity. So that's what we did over here. And likewise, we took it as one of the feature. So here we are taking it as one of the feature. Now after we did this, yeah. So here we're taking it as one of the features. So we found that k is equal to cluster is equal to 4 will be meaningful in our problem. So we have taken as number of clusters as 4. After we did this, so we have got two new features. These are the temporal features, and two each for test and train here, obviously. So after we did this, now comes the third part. So we have the features. So we have done the featuring, and now we are doing the LSTM modeling. Now coming to the LSTM modeling, the idea is for every frame, we'll have the features. What features? The spatial features and the temporal features. So that's what we did. We added the features which we extracted from the CNN model, the spatial features, and we also extracted the features from the temporal featuring. That was the k-means clustering as well as the CNN model which we have manually built on the manually classified data. So now we have the final LSTM model that we built over this, and we have added these two features over here to the data. So we have the final feature, and after that we are extracting the labels, the final labels. Now what we did is over here is now we are making the data into time framed data. So before our data was in the form of number of rows or number of frames, and axis 0 was number of frames and axis 1 was the total features. Now we have axis 0 as the video, axis 1 as the time steps, that is 30 time steps we have taken over here, and axis 2 as the number of features. So we have data that is 3-dimensional over here, and axis 0 represents videos. So now we have the labels for each of these videos over here which we have taken, and then finally we have built the model over here. In this is the LSTM model that we have built, and as you now can see, it has both the features extracted, the temporal features as well as the spatial features that has been extracted using CNN, and of course some automatic models like KNN which we have tried it out. And then after that we are using the LSTM model over this sequentially over 30 time steps for each of the video, and it will do the final results. So that's all, and that's all for the third model which we had built. and we are in the process of optimizing this model as much as possible currently using various loss functions and etc. Thank you.